Hi Taurus, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Taurus, my throat is a bit restrained still. I think that's what you call it. I've been away for 3 weeks doing these readings. I was not planning on doing 3 weeks away, but long story short, that's what happened and I'm back now. 98% good. It's just my throat is catching up. So I'm just praying that the voice is holding up today through the reading. And I want to start out saying that I will do a bit of shifting around. People have been asking for extended videos to just dive deeper into the messages, and I love that. To be quite honest, that also gives me a bit of help financially, and I do need it. And so it's an awesome combination, but I will do two signs a day to the best of my ability. And so if there's a day a week that I will just be away, I won't just skip that whole week. I will actually just skip those two. It might feel a bit unfair, but I will skip the signs that were up for that particular day, if that makes any sense. Everything is put in the description box, so there's no, like, you have to wonder what I'm doing. So I will dive in. I said please welcome to come back to your love reading, but it won't be a love reading today. It will be, I just want to start out feeling like I want to bring everything in so that I can start feeling you guys out again and see whatever comes up. And then whatever is not the same group that is on YouTube, that is going to be in the extended. So that will be a slight different energy. And so whatever sort of is being said in the extended, I can't promise right now. So we'll see. You will feel if you're drawn to the extended or not, if that makes sense. I hope it does. I want to just start to shuffle as I talk. Some people don't like it, so just skip forward if you want to. I'm using the John Holland deck, the Psychic Tarot deck. I just love it. I want 3 cards at least to pop out. I just did Aries, and I think we had first 9 cards popping out and then 7 cards, and I was like, what? Okay, anyway. Today when I'm doing this, we have a full moon in Virgo. It's a beautiful energy, and we also, for some people who are interested in that, we are going direct with Mercury. So, for instance, I have a lot of Mercury in my birth chart. Like, the planet Mercury is just everywhere, it seems. And so I do feel it. Mercury, I think, was retrograde for 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been down and out for 2 or 3 weeks. It's silly. I try not to read into it because I don't want it to bother me that much. And I do have to say, Taurus, that I feel like it's a mix between upgrades going on. There's so much shift in the energy going on, and then sort of having a bit lower, I know for sure that I've had a bit lower immune system to just let, the viruses get in. But also it makes, I know that I trained to just let it go. I wanted so much to come back and do these readings, and I just could. I forced it. I really, really tried a couple of days, a couple of times. And the struggle that I had to go through to just get the energy going, it was not a pretty sight. So I was like, I'm just going to give up. There's not going to get any guidance. There's not going to be any, So I had to work on just not caring whether you cared that I wasn't there or not. You have been really sweet, though. In the comment section, there's at least some of you guys have asked if I'm doing okay, like where did I go, that you wanted me to come back. So I felt really good to read that. So let's see, Taurus, what's going on for you? I've just asked for the most inspirational, uplifting message that I can give you at this time, in this beautiful energy that is going on right now. It's like you wanted, but it didn't. One. And I do apologize if it sounds a bit too loud when I shuffle in the microphone. People have says, like, can you please shuffle away from the microphone? And I guess I can, but just put your volume down a bit while I shuffle. I'm sorry if it's a bit irritating. Just gonna save my voice until the cards are out. So if you wanna fast forward, I'm waiting for at least one one more card. And then I just want to say I want to clarify some. If I feel like I will use another deck, Mystical Wisdom. I will for sure use it in the extended. Why be quiet? Third card for Taurus. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to fight it. So, wow. They did not come out in this order, but you might want to check out Aries, the Aries reading. If you feel drawn to it, if you have Aries in your chart, if you have because the exact same cards, they didn't come out in the same order, but they did come out, both of them. So you might look into that if you want to. Oh goodness, we actually have 3 cards that are exactly the same as Aries. You saw me shuffle and the cards jumping out. So 3 cards are the same as Aries. So if this is sort of somewhat the same energy, just check it out and see if it resonates with you. Yeah, these are not from the extended. No, it's on YouTube. Yes. We have 2 number 7 on the table right now. So you have 77. So that is a power number. That is like 2 number 7. So whatever that means for you. And I do want to say, long story short, that the program reverses the cards. So just let's see which ones came out first. We had these ones first. Oh, wait, give me a moment. Taurus. It is a slight different message, so but still look out it's 3 identical cards from the Aries reading, so this might still be something in there for you. You won't see what it says on the bottom, but trust me, I will read it out to you if I feel drawn to the words, sorry. So first off is to stand your ground, and we'll have the third eye chakra. We'll have number 6 and number 7, so it's a beautiful progress, and we have another 7 on the table. We'll have the black border, which speaks about the universe, like the universal power are with you, and then we have and it's also like very purple inside of here. It's very spiritual. And then we have the purple border, which is a very spiritual border. So it's like it's such a spiritual reading. If you're into your personal or spiritual growth, this reading will definitely be for you. We have the third eye chakra, and the difference what I feel with Aries that they were a bit blocked. I felt like they needed to just open up here. This is a process that you're going through, and I feel like you're testing the waters. There's something around testing the waters, trying it out, see what you can manifest in your life right now, see what you like. Okay, let me just try this and see what happens. And it turns out that a lot of things feels like it's going your way right now. If that makes any sense, it makes any sense to you. And in the Aries reading, it felt like a solar eclipse. It still feels somewhat like a solar eclipse to me, but this is like Taurus. It's like you're standing on. So here's the sun. Bear with me. Here, let's wait for that. Here's the sun, and sun is starting to shine through. It's like the eclipse is about to let go, and the sun it's almost like we're having a sunrise. And it's like you're standing ready for, like, feel into this energy. Feel how stable, it says stand your ground, but I don't feel like it's against other people. That is, if it is, it's for a fair few of you. It's like for just a couple of you that you might have to stand up for yourself towards others. Others might have like feelings towards something that you're doing in your life right now, shifts that you're going through right now, that you might like have to respond to others about. I would say don't bother. Like, it's none of their business, to be honest. But feel into what is about to happen here. Feel how stable you are. It's like you're standing in a field of grass, and it's like, imagine the helicopter coming down, and with a propeller, the closer they come, is like, it's so windy and it just, blows so much. It's like, that's what happens here. It's like blows the grass in all directions, and you're just standing so firmly on the ground, and in a couple of minutes, the sun, like this eclipse, it will, like the shadow around the sun, or the moon will, like with it will go away, and left will be just the sun. It's like a sunrise, and the sun is about to like start to shine upon you, and it's like you're standing right in front of it. It's not like you're that many light years away, or kilometers, or however. Sorry, I don't know the exact how far away we are from the sun. But like, this is, see how firm you are? Even though it's gonna blow a bit, not blow as in that sucks, but even though it's gonna be quite windy, quite stormy, quite overwhelming, the sunlight straight, I mean, I was out walking today with my son, and the sunlight, when you haven't seen it for a while, it's very metaphorical. Like, when you haven't seen it for a while and the sun is out, it's like, oh, it's almost hurting your eyes. You can't really see. And when you sort of almost look straight into it, everything else disappears. So you can't see anything. And for a minute after, you're just blinded. You can't see, even though you put your eyes away from it, you still can't see. You just, when you blink, it's just the sun is everywhere. And so it takes a minute to like calm down and to start to see what's there. It's so metaphorical. That's what I feel is about to happen. You're about to let something in, and I feel like you are expecting it. You're not sitting there going, what the hell is she talking about? Then this reading is not for you. It's very spiritual. It's like you've done your groundwork. You've done your work from the insides out, and you know your path, you know what you want, and you know what you're after, and you're freaking ready. It's like, I almost get this Statue of Liberty feeling, which is a bit like this. But anyway, you're so ready. The number 7 also speaks about like completion. On the 7th day he rested. Like, there's no more to be. You freaking created the whole earth and everything on 6 days, and so you earned your 7th day of rest. But it's like, this is how firmly you're standing on the ground, just ready for everything right now. So there's a major shift happening in your life, and there's something that you have been asking for. It's not a surprise. You are ready for it, but just let me tell you, it is gonna feel like so much light in your eyes, so overwhelming, so beautiful. It's beautifully overwhelming. I don't know if you can put those words in the same sentence, but I would say that the sun is beautiful or beautifully overwhelming. That it's beautiful that I wouldn't have the sun disappear. It's beautiful that it's there, but it's so bright it really hurts your eyes. It's a bit much, and it's like it's too warm sometimes. It's like it's a bit much, if that makes sense. There's something that you're prepared for, and it's happening. And then with the next part that came out right next to it with the third eye, it's the same, it's almost like the same card. It's almost like this is you. It's like you're standing here and you see the sun is starting to shine behind it. It's almost like a second solar eclipse, like this. Remove yourself from here and just imagine just the sun being there. It's almost the same. It's like an eclipse. and we're removing it. And so the sun is going to start to shine again. But it's also like, this is you. It's like you're standing in the way, not in the way of the sun, but like you're standing in front of it and you're not going anywhere. Like you're so stable. It is a third eye chakra, but it's surprisingly so little about that, because I feel like for Aries, it was all about the third eye, like, and how to open it and how to be stable in it and all of that. And I'm not too drawn to it. I mean, it's the third eye that comes out. So pay attention to that. That's your intuition, that's your psychic centers, that's your, like, it's a good thing to have that active and to have that, but being balanced. I don't think you can have it not active, but balanced rather. This is just a process also though. This like number 6 and number 7, how you beautifully move from one, like from excuse me, from one place to another, and you're standing your ground, you're staying firmly on the ground. Excuse me. Help me here. It is beautiful, the shift that you're about to see and feel. I feel like you feel it. I feel like you feel it, Taurus. What's about to happen, and you're freaking ready for it. I'm gonna go to the second card, the second 7, which is patience and planning. It's so funny because I never saw that before. It's so interesting. It was something in the Aries reading I'd never seen before either. It's the seasons. You move with the seasons. I mean, it feels quite fall. It's like we're in winter time now, but what I'm focused on here is fall. I don't know why. Okay, so we have the number 7 again. Yet another completion. 7 on the cards, very like strongly, it's heightened when it's 2 number 7s on the table. And then we have the foundation, like the red border is all about foundation. And then we have the pillars. They're so strongly, I mean, it's almost like I don't know why I want to say it's a Taurus symbol. Taurus doesn't look like that. That's almost like a Gemini symbol. But it's like I want to say it's a Taurus symbol. We have the sun in the back here. So the sun has come out here. The sun is shining. We have the foundation. We have a pillar. The pillars to a house is like a strong house. It could read as a 7th house. And as I say that, I think that the 7th house is about relationships. I should leave that alone because I don't know. But here, if you look closer, and I haven't seen this before, it's like here we have snow, winter and snow. And here, like if you come from this way, this is snow and winter, and this is spring, and then we have summer. Like the leaves and the sun is starting to come in, and then we have all green and blue. So like the summer. But if you come from this way, it's like summer, and then we move in with the leaves and all of that. We move into the fall, and then we enter into winter. So it really doesn't matter which way you come from. It's still like you change with the seasons. It's like it's saying like it doesn't matter what. If we look at it from this way, you come with the approach from this side and from the seasons, like whether it can be that you're in different hemispheres as well. Like if you're in the northern hemisphere, we're now just coming from winter to spring to summer. It looks a bit fall-y to me, I have to say. And I am drawn to the middle. So whether that's fall somewhere, it's beginning, I guess like in the Australias, it's beginning to become winter. Like we're in the fall there. And like I'm here in Sweden, so for instance here we're in the spring, we're starting barely to feel the spring in the air, moving towards summer. So it doesn't really matter where you're at on the globe, or which, it's also about which perspective you come from, it really does not matter. The foundation is there now. Like whatever you asked for, whatever you want to see stabilize in your life, whatever you want to see manifesting or want to see come to fruition, the foundation for it is there, and it does not matter what approach you have towards it. It is settled. It is done. You might be dealing with a Gemini. There might be something with a Gemini here. I'm drawn to say that. I'm drawn to say the 7th house, even though I don't even know what that means. It says patience and planning. Maybe you need to have patience and you just need to continue to plan on what you're going for right now. I'm not heavily drawn to those words because I feel that. It's not like I'm not heavily drawn to them. So the thing that it says doesn't resonate. That's not what I say. I feel like I'm like slightly drawn to them, which means that you won't need all that much patience and you don't need all that much planning, because it's set in its ways, if that makes sense. It's like we're already on board. The momentum is here. It has picked up and it's on the move. It's like it's settled in where you're so firmly. It's taken care of. It's done. It's a done deal. And you don't have to have all that much patience, I feel. And then we have the gorgeous card of it's just beautiful. And it reminds me, I mean, it's almost like we have 4 sun cards on the table. And it was a lot of sun in the Aries reading as well. But this is the light. I mean, it's light coming in. It's light from everywhere. But it's like it's little sunlight, if that makes sense. We have number 19. 19 for me stands for Prince of Heaven, which I also added for myself, Princess of Heaven, which just talks about a soulmate reunion. It doesn't mean necessarily that you are that you have been with them physically in this earth plane, on this earth plane at this moment in time, like in this lifetime. Reunion just means that you probably have had so many lifetimes prior to this lifetime. It could mean that you have seen them before, if you know which one it is. If you feel like, no, I haven't met my soulmate yet, you haven't met your soulmate yet, but you probably have spent so many lifetimes with them before. So number 19 talks about rekindling, a reunion of your soulmate, like your love relationship. It's divinely orchestrated. It's divinely guided. It's like you couldn't fail at it if you tried, because the black borders here is all about the universe, just bringing you guys together in the right time, in the right timing. And since it's coming out and with this strong foundation, I don't feel like all of a sudden we jump to this and it's out of order or it's out of timing. Not at all. It's just a beautiful, continuation of whatever has come up before. But the main focus here is on the light, that how you feel so much in the light now. You come out from the dark, you've prepared for it, you planned for it, you earned it, I want to say it's God-given, but it for sure is personally created by you. You have, if we call it a finger of God, and I understand that whole analogy, but it's also a finger of man, like it's a finger of you, because you've done a lot of creative, like you've created a lot in your mind, in the energy, and here it comes. On several occasions, here it comes. Okay. Some clarification. I won't go into a specific card here. Whatever wants to come out for Taurus around this situation. I pre-shuffled these cards before, but just to get the energy into what I'm asking for, I think I will just draw, shuffle a bit more and just draw them myself. Because they're a bit tough to shuffle. I just lay them out like that on the table here. I will feel into 2 cards. Excuse me. Oh, gorgeous. We have the Taurus. Okay, so since I ended with this relationship, let's just continue there. So if you listen to me in the past, you know that unicorn and peacocks are really telling for the soulmate connection for me. And it's not even a unicorn in the card, it's the actual unicorn card. This is on the bottom, invite serendipity. It's like invite serendipity. It's like inviting faith, inviting the universe to just, like, that's what I said. It's divinely orchestrated. It's the universe will take over from here. Just let go, have fun, relax. Look at it. And there's your Taurus symbol right there. And guys, no, it's not. I thought it was a Gemini again. Something with that. I thought it was a Gemini, and this speaks about Gemini for me. So if there's a Gemini somehow connection there, just listen to that. I thought it was a Gemini. I think that is Virgo or Scorpio. Around her neck. Anyway, it's the unicorn, and the unicorn for me stands for the soulmate connection. You're about to meet your soulmate. If you're already in a relationship, you will feel, hand on your heart, you will feel if you're with your soulmate or not. If you're not, maybe this is the guidance. Maybe it's time for you to move on to whoever obviously is going to come in really soon. I know that's a hard thing to do if you feel really like not knowing what to do with it. Just rest it out, let the universe guide, and just, you know, give it over to the angels, and they will be good on their way, and you will be good on your way, and it will all work itself out. Like, this is such a beautiful reading, and such a gorgeous, like, foundation is being built here. So it won't feel strange if you do. You will feel if you're about to, right? But with the unicorn here, it's like it's spelling out with its horn. It's like it's spelling out all these star seed, like the signs up in the universe. What do you call them? Star constellation. Is that the same in English? Star constellation? Stjärnkonstellationer. Like, it's just being shown in such a beautiful way, how it's writing it out. Like, it's written in the stars. The soulmate connection is written in the stars, and it's coming in soon. It's so beautiful. You can't see where you start and the horse ends. It's like such a blend between you guys. It's so beautiful. And then the next card out is like, good fortune, invite magic in. Oh, goodness. Taurus, you're on fire. You have the whole freaking rainbow piercing through you. It's not around you, it's not surrounding you, it's through you, which speaks about how you are the rainbow. And Taurus, I think even you used to have this like as your Taurus card in the past. Came out a whole bunch of times for you guys. And if you're new to this channel, welcome back to your card. This just speaks to me like when the rainbow energy is here, it's like every energy center is in alignment. And you're in a freaking good place. You're doing what you want to do right now, or at least your mind is set on what you want to do right now. And it's being brought in, it's coming, it's solid foundation, it's groundwork being done. 7-7 for me stands for angels and how they are backing you up, but it might stand for something else for you. So look it up if you want to on Google. It's also a completion and ending. If you add 7 and 7 together, we have 14, which adds up to number 5. 5 for me, I mean, it stands for change and all of that, but 5 also for me stands for life path. So you're on your life path. We're ready for this explosive beautifully mind-blowing, a bit overwhelming change. You're ready for it. And there's love here too. It's not too far off from the Aries reading anyway. It's just a bit different. You're a bit more stable, I feel. Okay, if you feel drawn to this reading, if it feels like it resonates and something is being sparked within you, then come join me on the extended. It's going to be a different group that comes to the extended, because I know not all is coming there. So it's going to be a different set of energy in that group. So I will see what comes out there to continue the reading for you there. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, and I see you back next week. Take care. Bye.